So guys, welcome to VRDNation. This is the channel where you can understand each and every concept that pertains to the world of stock market, right? So we have done a lot of work in explaining these concepts using real life examples, real life case studies, real life trades, and I'm really proud of the effort that we have put in. So if you are new to this channel, you are hearing me for the first time, do not forget to subscribe. All right, so today we are going to learn about a very important concept for traders called the bid-ask spread. So the first thing first, what is a bid and what is an ask? So the bid refers to the price a buyer is willing to pay to buy something, and ask refers to the price at which a seller is willing to sell something, right? So for example, let's say you want to sell your old bike for 50,000 rupees. That would be considered as your asking price or the ask. And if there is a potential buyer, Mr. X, who is willing to pay, let's say 40,000 rupees for that bike, that would be called as the bidding price or the bid. Now, if your bike is very popular and people really want to buy it, then you can have more than one potential buyer, right? So you can have Mr. Y who is willing to pay 45,000 rupees, and you can have Mr. Z who is willing to pay 47,000 rupees. So the bid-ask spread is the difference between the best asking price and the best bidding price. So in this example, what is the best asking price? Well, you are the only seller in this case, so the best asking price will be 50,000 rupees. And the best bidding price or the best bid will be 47,000 rupees, which was placed by Mr. Z, right? So the bid-ask spread in this scenario will be 50,000 rupees minus 47,000 rupees, which is 3,000 rupees. Now you can have another scenario where there are more than one people selling the same bike, right? So let's say your neighbor who has the exact same kind of a bike and he's willing to sell his bike for 49,000 rupees. He is smart. He knows that if he reduces his price by 1,000, he has a better chance of selling. Now the best asking price will become 49,000 rupees. And the best bidding price will become 47,000 rupees. So in this scenario, the bid-ask spread will be of 2,000 rupees, right? So bids and asks are nothing but negotiations that go on between buyers and sellers till they reach a consensus. Now let's take this concept to the world of trading, right? So in the world of trading, there are thousands of buyers, thousands of sellers. But the bid-ask spread is calculated based on the same logic, right? The difference between the best asking price and the best bidding price. So just to give you guys a real life context, if you want to see the bid-ask spread for any stock, you just come to this window called the market depth. And here you can see the top 5 bids and the top 5 asks. And the bid-ask spread will be the difference of the best asking price, which is right here, and the best bidding price, which is right here. Now in the trading lingo, if the spread is narrower, we call it as a tight spread. And if the spread is bigger, we call it as a wide spread. Okay. So now that you understand all the theory behind the bid and ask and the bid-ask spread, let me give you guys some real life important aspects of bid-ask spread. Number 1, spreads are the most reliable way to assess liquidity in any stock or index, right? So the stocks that are traded heavily, they tend to have tighter spreads, and the stocks that are not traded that frequently, they tend to have wider spreads. Number 2, higher spreads do not necessarily mean wider spreads, right? So if you see a spread of 2 rupees or 10 rupees or 20 rupees, that doesn't necessarily tell you whether it's a tight spread or a wider spread, because it depends on the price of the stock. Right? So let's say, for example, the bid-ask spread for 2 stocks is the same, right? Let's say it's 1 rupee, but stock A is trading at 100 rupees, whereas the stock B is trading at 1,000 rupees. So you guys tell me, which of these stocks have a tighter spread? Is it stock A or stock B? Let me know in the comments below so that I can understand whether you grasped the concept that I just explained. Now the point number 3, which I guess is the most important point, is that traders need tight spreads just like a fish needs water, right? So if you want to trade something, always make sure that the stock or the index has a tight spread, and do not ever dare trading stocks that have a wider spread. And I think that will be another good question to ask. And you probably guys can let me know in the comments below that what can happen if you trade a stock with a wider spread. what are the risks, what are the disadvantages. Let me know your understanding. Okay. So that is basically it, guys. That is the basic idea of behind the bid and ask spread. We will discuss more about it in the topic called market depth in the subsequent videos. But I at least hope that this video would have given you the foundation, the basic concept of bid ask spreads.